Greetings from my end to your end. I want you guys to listen to this message carefully because it's coming directly from my soul. And I really want girls that are under that are in my age group, or maybe those that are even more than me, to listen to this message keenly because it's about my feelings, the way I feel sometimes, which is uh, no sometimes scary, but I think it's high time I share it with you guys. I always try to make myself happy. I try to make myself happy. But at the end of the day, I want to tell you how I feel sometimes. And I know it's really going to help someone somewhere. Sometimes I go on Facebook, I dance, on YouTube, I dance, I do some crazy things. But it's high time I start sharing the real side of me. So yesterday night, I had a breakdown. I was a little bit depressed. I don't know why. And as a young girl in another man's country, there were a lot of things running through my head at that time. And I couldn't sleep. 2 a.m., 3 a.m., I couldn't sleep. And I didn't know what was actually wrong with me. There was a lot of accumulated negative feelings, negative thought in my head. So I decided to write them down as a form of my own therapy, which I'm going to read to you guys. And I give you reason for each and every one of them. So I'm like, how I feel now. That was based on yesterday. So I'm going to give it to you one by one. The negative feelings. These are the feelings I was feeling yesterday. I feel like no guy likes me. I'm very beautiful, but I just have that feeling like no guy likes me. I feel alone. As a foreigner, a girl in another country, I feel alone. I feel like no one is ready to help me with my dreams. I feel like in this hustle, I'm alone. Okay? I feel like no one is ready to help me with my dreams. I feel like I'm fighting the fight of life alone. Like I'm fighting alone. I don't have anywhere to run to. If I don't have anything, I am alone. So those were the feelings I had yesterday. Okay, to continue, I feel like I don't have any support system or anyone to run to. The truth is, everyone has his or her own problems, but I just had this feeling yesterday like I don't have any support system. If there's something really delicate, if I'm going through shit in my life, I don't really have anyone to run to, you know, which is sometimes heartbreaking because, as a human being, we all want to have that person, maybe my sister, my brother, my mom, that I can go to and cry, and he or she will tell me, Grace, don't worry. Sometimes people can say these things through the phone, but it's not like that physical contact feeling you get. So these were the negative feelings I was feeling yesterday. And I was like, okay, if these are the negative feelings, these are the things that are not allowing me to sleep, why not write down the positive feelings I have deep inside of me? Okay, so I had to write down my positive, the good feelings I have inside of me, which I wasn't even thinking about. So one of the first one is I feel fortunate with the jobs I have right now. So I am happy with the jobs I have right now. I feel so fortunate with the jobs I have. I feel lucky with my present documents issue. So us foreigners, we go through a lot of documentation issues, but I feel lucky with my present documents issue right now. The next positive feeling that I wrote down was I feel blessed because I have never been sick or been to the hospital for any serious complication. And when I wrote this, I smiled because ever since I left my country, I've never been sick. I am grateful to the universe. I'm grateful to God for always being there for me, for taking care of me. Then another positive reason is I feel good because I know I have the power and control over my actions. I know I have the power and control over my actions. This is something that most of us will lack, but I didn't used to have this, but now I have power and control over my actions. I can decide to cry. I can decide to smile. I can decide to cough. I can decide to run. I can decide to scream. I can decide to do everything. I have power and control over my actions. I feel good because I have control. I have control over my body in relation to sex. Yeah. So I feel good because I have control over my body in relation to sex. Like who I want to fuck with, where I want to fuck, and when I want to fuck, So I have that power. No one can control me when it comes to that. I have that power. I can look at the guy and I say, no, I don't want, because I have that power. And I feel good because to an extent I'm completely independent. I'm an independent girl. So that was also one of the no positive feelings that poured upon me yesterday. And the other one is I feel good because I can decide for myself at any time of the day, make decisions. No one, I have no one. I know this is because I'm alone, so I have that power over me. And I feel good because I feel like God is watching me, and I can feel it deep down in my soul, which is a good feeling. And I think because of this, it helps my action. So I just know that God is watching over me. I know each time I want to do something crazy, each time I want to do anything, I just have that feeling. And those were the positive comments, feelings like I had in me, that I still have in me. So I wrote them down. The depression came down a little bit, and these are some of. Now I'm going to write. Now I wrote about the things I'm confused about. Yeah, the things I'm confused about. I don't know about you, but these are the things that are going on in my fucking head right now. Sorry for the F word, but I'm just going to say it. So things I'm confused about, which sometimes stress me. Reasons for me not being able to sleep sometimes. It's funny, but that is the truth. Not having a boyfriend. Not having a boyfriend. I made a plan with God to help me fix my life. In the past, I used to, I wanted to be in a relationship. I tried to. But most of the guys I met, they were either guys who already have ladies back home in Africa, or yeah, like ladies back home in Africa, or ladies in the same country where we are. And they will tell you, I'm not going to say this in English. You say, no, now for my doki, I just do it, now for my doki, I just do it, now for my doki. Then you will meet guys who have good girls back home in Africa, but yet they come to play with you and they say, no, you have to count yourself lucky because the one in Africa is just there in Africa. Our love is through the phone, but you need to, you are here with me, you have my flesh. I come from a decent family. I love my sister so much. I don't want to deal with any guy who has a girl back home in Africa, because each time I sit close to men like that, I think about my sister. My sister's husband is out of the country. I don't want to even imagine that that's what her husband is doing. No. He's a good guy. I know he's ready to die for my sister. But I don't want to even sit, each time I sit beside a guy and I know you have a girl in Africa, and most girls back home, they are faithful to their guys who are abroad. So that one is a no-go area in my book. So, that because of that, I'm single. I decided to be single. And these are the I'll go back to the things that confuse me. So one of the things that stresses me and it confuses me at times is because I don't have a boyfriend, but deep down in my head I know I've made a plan with God to help me fix my life. To help me fix my life. I don't want to date married men. I don't want to date men who already have ladies back home in Africa. I don't want to date men who have fiancés. No, it's out of my book. Okay, to be able to control and to be the person that I want to see on the street and say, wow, I admire that lady. That is the image I have in my head. That is the kind of person I want to be. I want to be a lady that if I look at someone who portrays my qualities or things I like, I want about myself, I'm going to say, I love that lady, she's strong. So I have this plan with God, and to fulfill these plans in my head, I need to be very disciplined. But at the same time, I feel lonely. I feel lonely, and I'm just like, oof, what can I do? So, but when I keep working hard, and then I realize, oof, I'm alone in this struggle. So because of the things I have in my head to accomplish, to build myself, I work a lot, I struggle a lot, I fight a lot. And at the end of the day, when I'm in my room alone, I'm like, oh, Grace, calm down. You're alone, you need to calm down. This happens to me most especially when I see my friends and the people around me showing off their relationships. It makes me feel lonely. I bet you, it really makes me feel lonely. It's like, wow, you're hustling. Oh my God, you're alone. Okay, so when I see all these things, it makes me feel really lonely. But deep down in my head, I know I have a plan with God. I know this is what I want to fix about my life. I'm not ready for a relationship yet, because there are lots of things I need to fix about my life. I want to compliment my man. I don't want to be a burden to my man, or I don't want someone to come and remove me from here and take me to paradise. No, that is not my goal as a woman. I just want to compliment my man. And if he has more than me, it's good. But if we fall under the same level, it's the same. So when I see my friends and the people around me showing up their relationships, there is that something in me that's just like, boom, you have to be careful. You're hustling, you're alone. Careful, Grace, careful. You're alone. Look at you, you're bored. You're alone, you're single. So I have that feeling. So when I see all these things, it makes me feel alone, and it makes me think I'm fighting alone. Then I sit and say, oh God, we're going somewhere, and these are the things I want to fix in my life. These are the things I want to fix. So when I see all those things, then I get depressed. Then I talk to God again. I'm like, no, it's not I'm not happy for people. I'm happy for people, but I'm just telling you the feelings, when I see some things. So I'm like, oh God, there are certain things I want to fix in my life. Till I fix these things, I'm not gonna go out of this line you have put me. So I'm just gonna stay focused. I really get confused with this situation sometimes, and it really stresses me. As of now, that's the only thing which confuses me. The male and female love were. That is the only thing which confuses me. Apart from that, nothing else confuses me. I'm good at my game. I know what I want. And apart from this love issue and me feeling alone sometimes, yeah, that's it. Sometimes these were the things I wrote yesterday. And I don't know, same as I'm trying to focus on my dream, trying to build myself. That's how most of you out there are trying to build yourself. And you have this plan in your head. You want to achieve this, you want to achieve that. But at the end of the day, when you fall back, you feel like, oh my God, I'm alone, just like me. I'm fighting this battle alone. It's like, what are you doing? So I couldn't sleep yesterday, but after writing all these things down, I was able to sleep, and it has really helped me, because this is my truth. This is my truth. This is the way I feel sometimes. I don't know about you, but I have to go through all these things, the negative things, and I know I'm going to get the answers. This morning I spoke to my friend, and she's like, don't worry, the right time will come. Just keep doing what you're doing, and the right time will come. Use this opportunity you have to build yourself, to work on yourself. And if you think about anything out of that, just know the right time for that thing will come. So I want to encourage you young girls out there that be strong. I'm trying to be strong for myself. I'm trying to be strong for myself. You should be strong for yourself. We should be strong. This is my truth, and I'm going to keep you guys updated on my feelings and how I'm working through it. I love you guys, and see you next time. Bye bye.